When people think of the Terminator, they think sci-fi. Time travel, robots, dystopian futures. But what if I told you it's actually one of the best slasher films of the 1980s?
What? No!
Beneath the metal and machine talk lies a horror core that plays out like a classic stalker movie. And today, we're going to break down exactly why the Terminator belongs on the shelf next to Halloween and Friday the 13th, just as it does with Blade Runner and Aliens. Let's get into it. The Terminator opens like a horror film. A dark night, lightning strikes, and then something arrives. Naked, inhuman, and unstoppable. Sound familiar? That intro feels more like Michael Myers arriving in Haddonfield than it does any futuristic action movie. And then we meet Sarah Connor, the final girl of the story. She's a seemingly ordinary woman, kind-hearted, going on about her daily life, just like Laurie Strode or Nancy Thomas. What she doesn't know is that she is being hunted. One by one, women named Sarah Connor are being murdered in LA by an unknown force. That's the setup of a slasher film if I've ever heard one. Let's talk about the Terminator itself, the villain of this story. He's silent, emotionless, relentless force of nature, like Jason Voorhees with a CPU. He doesn't speak unless absolutely necessary. He walks, doesn't run, because he knows he doesn't have to hurry. He doesn't kill for pleasure, but with a cold precision that makes his murders more terrifying. He's unstoppable, you can't reason with him, you can't beg, you can't hide, he will find you. I'm sorry, but that is a textbook slasher villain. The Terminator fits into the archetype of a faceless killer, masked or not, whose very lack in humanity makes him terrifying. And when he starts picking off Sarah's friends in a dimly lit apartment while she hides in terror, that's not sci-fi, that's horror non-stop. James Cameron may have had a sci-fi story in mind, and it is a lot of sci-fi elements in this movie, but it is told through a horror lens. The lighting is cold and harsh, full of shadows, the score is ominous and drowning, more akin to John Carpenter than a futuristic action flick. Scenes are structured with suspense, hiding in closets, creeping down hallways, jump scares. Every frame is designed to build more and more tension, keeping the audience on the edge of their seats. Even the cinematography echoes horror. Shots of Sarah being stalked through alleyways, isolated in her apartment, or hiding behind doors while the Terminator lurks outside. And also, there's a reason why the Terminator is slapped with an R rating. The film is brutal. Innocent people are slaughtered in clubs, homes, and police stations. The Terminator is undiscriminate. He does not care who he kills. He murders a room full of cops just to get to Sarah. And these aren't clean sci-fi laser kills. They're graphic, messy, and violent. And like the best slasher films, the kills aren't just for shock value. They serve to increase the terror, showing the audience just how little hope there is. And also, which is kind of a twist on the slasher, you're not really rooting for the killer in this one like you are with other slasher films. You're scared of him. At the heart of any great slasher film is the final girl, and the Terminator has one of the best. Sarah Connor starts as a frightened, confused woman, vulnerable, untrained, and way out of her depth. But by the end, she's crawling through a factory, wounded and desperate, and uses every ounce of her strength to survive.
You're a terminated fucker.
That journey from prey to survivor is what cements the Terminator as a horror canon. So, is the Terminator a sci-fi film? Yeah, absolutely it is, but it's also a slasher, a horror film dressed in futuristic clothing. It uses genre bending to deliver something unique, a monster movie where the monster just happens to be a cybernetic assassin. That's what makes it so endearing. In a way, the Terminator might have paved the way for other genre hybrids. Horror with brains, heart, and action. But strip away the tech, and what you're left with is a simple story of a killer stalking a helpless victim one by one. To me, the Terminator is not just an action classic, it's a horror classic, and it deserves to be seen that way. But these are just my thoughts, guys. What about you? Whatever you think, leave it in the comments below, let me know, and if you like this video, or if you didn't like this video, hit that thumbs up button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell to stay up to date with all the horror content I have coming your way. Stay scared, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.
I'll be back.